What's good, YouTube? We got craziest police chase caught on camera by Trend Central. Hey, we're gonna check this out. Y'all went crazy on the last few police videos. I think y'all got a combination of like so far like 700 views in total, and I appreciate y'all. Y'all been going crazy on police videos, and we're gonna upload another one. Hey, we got Trent Central, and we're gonna link everything about him in the description down below. Hey, without further ado, hey, y'all kick back, relax, and enjoy. Let's go.
Nothing like the thrill of a high-speed pursuit. Watching shiny cars weave in and out of traffic, narrowly avoiding some serious accidents.
That's what my favorite. That's what I love about the Fast and Furious series. The police chase was crazy.
It's the most exciting thing on earth, except for car chases that happen in real life. Ready to get your heart racing? Let's get it on! Car chases are as much a part of LA culture as Hollywood is, but these guys combined those things in a way nobody had before. Instead of putting a car chase into the movies, they put the movies into the car chase. They stole a convertible, put the top down like any self-respecting Hollywood producer, and set off on a tour of LA's landmarks while showing off in the process. Can you think of anything more iconically
What? What the?
Los Angeles than doing donuts in a stolen Mustang on Hollywood Boulevard? I can't. These guys had a showman in them and wanted to let it out. Eventually, they just decided to stop, but they took a moment, as all great performers do, to take selfies with the
Stop. Take selfies in the hood. Chill.
fans and pose on their sports cars before calmly handing themselves over to the police.
Fortunately for police, the two surrendered without resisting and with no reported injuries.
On the list of weirder crimes that police have had to deal with, this one must be pretty.
If y'all know that movie, y'all OG. If y'all know what this movie is that came up.
Injuries.
On the list of weirder crimes,
If y'all know this movie, you are OG. You are OG if you know this movie with Tom Hanks and Marlon.
that police have had to deal with, this one must be pretty high. Police were called out to investigate a domestic disturbance, which is probably quite run-of-the-mill usually, but this time, for some strange reason, a guy dressed in nothing but his underwear decided to steal an ambulance. We'll probably
Nah, I think he was on camera. He had to be on something, because I don't think no one who's not on nothing was still a ambulance and then go on a high-speed chase.
never know why, but he seemed really serious about it. It led to an ambulance. We'll probably never know
First of all, why are you going? You don't see everybody else stopped?
why, but he seemed really serious about it. It led to a chase through the streets of Philadelphia that lasted more than an hour.
An hour chase? Y'all could not catch this man in the ambulance? Look at this. Look at him invade this SWAT van, bro.
Even the ambulance thief looked like he wanted to give up at one point when he pulled into a parking lot and opened the door, but he decided against it and took off again. He looks
He pumped like they stupid ass.
like he thinks he's playing bumper cars with police cars, and eventually drives down the street with sparks flying out around him because he's got no tires left, and he still looks like he doesn't want to stop. Finally, policeman
Finally, get in there and take him out of there, bro.
managed to physically drag him out and onto the road, still in just his underwear. It's not a good look.
Strip finishes the job. The ambulance comes to a stop on Tolbert Street.
Speaking of brazen criminals, you'll never believe this guy. He carjacked a
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever.
carjacked a truck with a woman and they sped off into the distance at
He carjacked a truck with a woman inside of it, sped off into the distance. That's some movie stuff.
a crazy 110 miles per hour.
110? That's crazy.
That's when the police chase took part. And it was a serious chase, with the truck hitting the police cars several times in an attempt to escape. But it didn't quite go the way the thieves planned. Instead, they went off the road and crashed into the desert in a dramatic cloud of smoke.
I bet. Because I'm pretty sure y'all was going too fast and y'all could turn it.
Man took off on foot, but bizarrely looks like he's turned around and is running toward the cops. It looks so odd you'd think he must have made a mistake, or that maybe he can't see them, but then you realize what he's doing. He's stealing the police car right out from under their noses.
This man is a G. This man is a G. He ran the opposite direction.
See them, but then you realize what he's doing. He's stealing the police car right out from under their noses. Then he took off again, and the chase went on for another 20 minutes before the police finally managed to corner him and get their car back.
And on foot, gonna run. He's gonna give up. You see right there, it's a Ventura County sheriff.
There are two kinds of criminals, the ones who sneak around under the cover of darkness hoping to never be seen, and the brazen ones who are just out to taunt the police even if they did nothing wrong. This guy was stopped for reckless driving, and you'll soon realize why. He sped away from the cops, reaching speeds of 100 miles per hour, and then decided to kick it up a notch and started doing stunts on his bike, like standing on the seat while it was moving. The cops probably would have loved it if he had fallen off, but he didn't. He just made a couple of rude gestures at them and kept going. Eventually, he pulled into a gas station and surrendered to police, who charged him with driving on the wrong side of the road. I guess there's no law against doing stunts on a public road.
I just want to say that I love my family and my 2 baby girls, and I'm sorry I disappointed them in the middle of all.
If we've learned anything from the longboard, it's that you should definitely only choose.
Wow, you did this, and now you're away from your kids for a little bit. Could be me. I love my freedom. I'm not doing none of that. I'm an internet nigga. I just chill on the internet and relax.
Use escape methods that are actually faster than running. That should be obvious, but apparently not. This car thief had a slightly better idea for a great escape, even if it was lucky. After this dangerous high-speed chase through Charlotte, North Carolina, and narrowly missing several other cars, he was brought to a sudden stop when a train crossed his path. Instead of panicking though, he saw an opportunity. After all, the very thing that had gotten in his way was just another form of high-speed transport.
That's WIQ. Train, that's WIQ.
So instead of sitting in his stolen car and waiting for the police, who were now gaining on him, he got out and jumped onto the train instead, and it actually worked. He did escape the police. Well, for a moment anyway. They did catch up with him eventually, but still, hey, it was a good idea.
All we had to do was follow the train, CJ.
People have gone to great lengths to invent ingenious ways to escape police, so what?
Nah, that was a W from Fast and Furious.
Brilliant escape method do you think you're going to see this guy use in his attempt to escape when his stolen
Alright, I would say driving on the wrong side of the road.
Car runs into a dead end? After all,
Ran into someone and popped their trunk open. Come on.
you're going to see this guy use in his attempt to escape when his stolen car runs into a dead end. After all, it was a daring high-speed car chase. He must have something amazing up his sleeve, or just a longboard. He doesn't even seem to be able to ride it very well, and he knows it. He only rides it a few feet before deciding it's actually just better to run into oncoming traffic. He definitely would have been faster just running. He doesn't know he's about to run into a hero in a red truck though. Running can't save him from this unidentified Superman though. Who is this masked vigilante? Lou Pizarro from Operation Repo. No, seriously, it actually is. I'm not joking. Bet you didn't see that coming. Oh, nobody did.
33-year-old Jesus Zamora was charged with auto theft. Police recovered the skateboard, presumably for evidence, though an officer did play footsie with it.
I'll bet there are many GTA fans watching this video, so this one's for you. This van thief led police on a wild chase through the streets of South LA for a heart-stopping 40 minutes. He somehow managed to get out
A 40 minutes heart-stopping chase
of every corner he found himself in and just kept going, occasionally driving around in circles as is the GTA tradition. Red lights? He doesn't care. He just keeps going at the same speed. 6 crashes with civilian drivers? That's no problem.
Wow.
Problem for him, even though he seems to be missing the front of the van. What about crashing head-on into a police car? That would stop anyone, but not this guy. All it did was make him back up a bit before he kept going. Not even driving over several spike strips was enough to stop him. It just slowed him down slightly. Well, almost. He eventually stopped because he had no tires left, but the thing that finally did him in was a slippery side.
Bro, he got caught by a slippery sidewalk.
Welcome to the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, man. The sidewalk got me, bro. The sidewalk made me slip. If he didn't make me slip, I would have been gone.
Free sidewalk. That's embarrassing.
Him in, so he slips and falls, and that's what did him in. The LAPD able to swarm this guy basically and bring this to an end.
Dang, they swarmed that man.
Wow.
When you think of police chases, they usually happen in a stolen sports car. They're fast and can be easily maneuvered. They're perfect. For some reason, this woman opted to steal a motorhome instead.
You still a motorhome.
You don't often see RVs in a car chase for good reason, as she found out when she couldn't turn sharply enough to avoid a tree and took nearly the whole side off the vehicle. At that point, I would give up. The thing isn't worth stealing anymore, but she's obviously not in her right mind. Nobody sane would put their dogs into a stolen RV, but that's what she did. It's not really surprising that the one dog jumped out.
Yeah, my guy was like, fluff this. She's trying to kill us, man. Get the other one.
Anyone would want to escape an RV traveling at 60 miles per hour on city streets. She hit 7 cars along the way.
That's a hefty. She gonna get a hefty sentence.
But luckily, nobody had any life-threatening injuries, not even the dogs. There's no word yet on why she decided to do that, but at least we now know the lucky number of crashes to stop a driver of a stolen RV is 7. As we've clearly demonstrated, car chases are wild, dangerous, nail-biting episodes, but all this adrenaline can tire you out, so I'm going to help you calm down with another car chase. Trust me. You might be surprised to hear that this footage hasn't been slowed down. This actually happened. This guy was caught with some stuff in his car the police really shouldn't have seen and sped off to escape, but then realized how scared he was and slowed right down.
Nah, no shot you do this. Nah, no shot you did this, no shot. Slowest police chase ever is crazy. You got caught with something bad in your car. So, you drive slow thinking they won't catch you, bro.
First maneuver to get him to stop.
They thinking that you won't. What did you process in your mind? Let me know. Let me know what happened, what you thought in your mind. What did you think? Because what I'm thinking is you just had a brain fart. You was not thinking in the right mind. You was scared. That's what I'm thinking. You wasn't right there.
Stop and try.
I'm not thinking you're an idiot or nothing from this, because I don't think no one is stupid. But
Tried to talk him down instead, which they could do because he kept calling them on his cell phone to tell him how scared he was. The chase
he kept calling them on his cell phone to tell him how scared he was.
lasted a mind-numbing 45 minutes, and they covered a grand total of 3 miles.
3 miles in 45 minutes? That is slow as fluff, bruh.
If that won't help you drift off to sleep, nothing will.
Suspect's car, causing it to slam into a concrete median. SWAT officers swarmed the suspect.
If you're a kid with no experience driving, it's probably not a very good idea to steal a car. This 15-year-old is here to show you why. He took the stupidity up a notch by not just stealing a car, but a bus.
So first you can't drive, and 2 you just stole the bus.
And creating a full-blown police chase. Luckily, no children were on the church bus, but a bus being driven by someone who can't really drive would have rightly frightened other drivers. Anyone would be worried if they had to drive near a bus that's swerving all over the road like this one. It looks like he actually manages to hit every single barrier
He hit every barrier
he gets close to. Then, just to kick it up a gear, he speeds across a road into oncoming traffic. Really, with the way he's driving, it looks like he's lucky the bus.
You're not getting your license forever. It's been a good night. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and all. Road to 100. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to Trend Central with this video. I'm gonna like everything about him in the description down below. Without further ado, peace.